Warning, the show you're about to hear contains strong sexual adult content, situations, and other material you may find offensive. If you are under 18 or easily offended, please leave now. For everyone else, please stay tuned for Real Talk Lifestyle.
Hi, welcome to Real Talk. We're your hosts,
I'm Rob.
and I'm Sarah. Please join us as we discuss the swinging lifestyle.
Good afternoon, good evening, and happy Monday. We are Rob and Sarah, and this is Real Talk Lifestyle. Thanks for tuning in. It has been a whirlwind day. It's been a little hectic, yes. I found out a couple things. I want to give some props out to any electricians out there. I decided to do my own at home, well, not at home, but I tried to do some electrical work today, and I found out if you touch one wire to metal, it makes a pretty spark, and that is not a good thing. So,
and this is after I told him to turn the electricity off.
I never listen. So I ended up going down and buying an electrical outlet and blew that one up, so I had to go buy another one, and I decided, okay, I better buy 3 just in case I repeat that process again. Some people are great at electricity and electrical. I learned I am not one of them.
Nope.
So, but I did, however, manage to get it put back together, and it works.
Nope. Without blowing himself up again.
Knocking on that wood, and I will skip doing any more electrical because electrical sucks.
Thank God.
So
You didn't touch it, did you?
I touched it to the metal screw.
You didn't touch it.
No, I didn't. But however, I heard 110 is not as bad as 220, but I did want to find out. So anyway, I props to electricians out there. I guess that's why they make the big bucks, because they know what the hell they're doing. And when you're dealing with electricity and it's all daisy chained together and it's a nightmare, it's even worse. So other than that, we weren't on last weekend. We were sick. We had that cold. We missed last week, right?
Yeah, you missed last week.
Yeah, we missed last week. We took it off because if you guys would have tuned in, that's what you would have heard the whole time.
Really worse, yeah.
Between the both of us, and it would have been bad. So we decided to go ahead and cancel the podcast for last week just because it would have been titled "Listening to Rob and Sarah Cough." So we decided not to do that. What else is going on? I'm trying to think. So we're trying to get all caught up. And anything been going on with you?
No.
No?
No, I'm good.
Wow. Okay. You're always so full of words.
I'm sorry. Yeah.
I want to thank everybody for tuning in. Pat has already said hello.
Wait, there was something.
Now you want to do something.
I apparently suck at pool because we had played a game of pool, and dumbass decided to get cocky and said, "Let's play for clothes." And he didn't realize how
I never said play
bad-
for. That was you that said
how
play for.
bad I suck at pool. So somebody wound up running around naked all night. I don't care about being naked; it doesn't bother me. But somebody else was not very happy. They had to be naked most of the night. So
Yeah.
walking around in public naked. So.
You need to learn how. I'm gonna get you.
aim,
Yeah,
okay.
I'm gonna get you on YouTube so you can watch the art of pool.
Yeah.
Because pool shark, you are not.
Apparently, shoot better pool with my boobs.
Not Saturday night.
No.
So what was I going to say after? Oh, so I want to thank everybody from SOS for tuning in, all our viewers. Tonight is kind of a monumental, well, to me anyway, it's kind of a monumental night. I'm really excited. Pony is a pool shark. That's from Jazzy. Okay, yeah, I bet he is. So tonight is monumental because we actually, and I know this freaks you out, and I never like to tell you, subscriber-wise, we've already hit 316 people that are subscribed to us. However, we have a lot of people that watch the show that haven't subscribed that just keep coming back and watching it. And we've actually today we hit 15,000, and that's 15,000 views on all of our episodes.
Wow.
So we want to thank everyone for that. I know we're just like a little small Midwest town couple, in the swinging lifestyle. But I mean, to us, 15,000 views is quite a bit to us. And I really want to thank everybody for getting us to that point. Every time we jump up like that, it's like a new milestone. So those are exciting things to me. And, we try to get that information out that's, accurate, and we try to do it and deliver it in a way that, everybody understands and actually feels a part of the show and is getting the information and is genuine. So that's how we try to do our show anyway. You'll notice tonight we've got some new studio lighting. We're kind of jumping back and forth from the two places we shoot. I wanted to shoot in the dungeon tonight, but it would have been a pain in the butt to take everything down there.
Yeah.
We need to get one area and make it. I miss our old studio area here at our place, but it is what it is. So we got Alvin that says, "Hello, you two. I love watching your show. Thank you so much.
Alvin.
We really appreciate it.
We appreciate it.
We really do. Thank you so much." I'm going to get the phone number out in case anybody would like to call in. That's 531-210-7285. And on the last episode, I did get a text message. They said that, and this is from my producer, they said it'd probably be a good idea to have a little scroll across the screen every once in a while with the phone number, so they have it. So if we can get that eventually, that would be great. You don't have to do it right now. But so tonight, I know we were going to talk about how has swinging enhanced your life, how has it changed your life, and then we were going to kind of add a couple more things in there. And I'm also going to put out a challenge to everybody. And if you accept the challenge and you do it, you can post the results on our Twitter page, which is at Our Talk Lifestyle. So I will be getting that shortly. Now, did you have any news stories, anything like that?
Yeah, I did an article, or I read an article, and it was regarding the 5 types of people that go to swinger parties and clubs.
Okay.
So, sorry, people?
The typical male, that would be me. No?
No, this would be, and I've seen these types of people here. There's actually one type, though, that maybe they are at bigger clubs, I don't know. The networkers, where they're not really lifestyle people, but they'll come to these type of clubs and try and push like their businesses, which we've seen that happen with people that try and push they sell sex toys, or they have sex parties, and they try and
and that's to be expected. I mean, in a club, because the lifestyle kind of washes each other's backs and hands and fronts and sides and all that good stuff, and I'm not opposed to having somebody come, as long as they do it right and they come up to you and say, "Hey, I do this," or I offer these types of things. How would you feel about this, that, or handing out business cards or talking to somebody about something?
Well, we've had people that do live cam shows that have tried to push their cam businesses to get more subscribers for
that one I don't.
So they call these people apparently the networkers. So we have seen some of those people here before. Then the other one was called the pros. Now this is one I didn't understand. It's people that they hire for these parties, I guess, to kind of the really good-looking people, but you don't see them play with anybody, but you see them, basically getting the chats going and stuff like that. Yeah, see, I I don't know what they're talking about because I've never
That's
seen.
gotta be bigger cities.
Yeah, this was from an article from California. So yeah, so that one I was like, I don't know what that one's about, but the ones who were dragged there.
We've
definitely
seen that.
Yes.
Yes.
Yes, those are the ones that you can see them arguing in the hallway or off to the side, going,
Why did you bring me to this
yes,
place?
I don't want to. I don't even want to be here. So, like I said, some of these we see a lot of, and I just thought it was kind of interesting. The next one was called The Experts, and those are the couples that have been in the lifestyle for a long time. They know everybody, and they're always the first ones to play, always the first ones to put on shows.
Yeah.
So yeah, those ones, and they're the ones that are down in the open areas having sex.
I like that kind of people. Though.
Yes, I know.
They get the party started.
Yes, and then the last type was the voyeurs,
Okay.
which we've seen a lot of those too,
Yeah.
where they don't play, they just
Sure.
like to be watched, or they want
And there's
to
nothing
watch.
wrong with that as well.
No, but I just thought it was interesting that they have all these different types of people that come here, and that it's true. The types of people that were listed are the exact types of people that do come. I think the only one they missed was the shark couple or predator couples that prey on all the new people that come
Right.
in. But other than that, it just struck me as interesting about
Sure.
the fact that this isn't just our club. It's universal in any of the parties or any of the clubs.
Right. So Jackie said, "Love you guys," from Jackie and Balls. We call him Balls. He
Yeah.
goes by D's Nuts. So what's up, D's Nuts? Me being 60, am I too open? I don't know what that. Alvin, I don't know what that means. If you kind of elaborate on that a little bit, so I kind of understand what me being 60, am I open? I don't know what that means, but just kind of retype it out so I know what you're talking about. So anyway, so tonight we're going to talk about a little bit of etiquette, some things we've dealt with. I guess it's bound to happen to somebody in a club every once in a while. I didn't think it was something we would deal with ever, but and then I wanted to talk about how has the lifestyle and swinging enhanced your life, changed your life, things like that. And I'm going to go ahead and start with myself,
Okay.
since I like to talk.
Yes, you do.
I know for me how it's enhanced and changed my life is I generally don't have friends outside of the lifestyle anymore. All my friends are in the lifestyle, involved in it some way or another. Are you too old to come to clubs? No. 60 is not too old to come to clubs. Matter of fact, 70s isn't too old to come to clubs. As long as you got a healthy, outgoing personality and a lifestyle. I don't even want to say sex drive, because it's not always about sex in the clubs and things like that.
No,
as long as you're living and breathing and you're having a good time and you're outgoing, absolutely. Go to the clubs. There's people of all ages, and it's not set up to be classified for just one age group to go to. I think it's something that the lifestyle is to be enjoyed by all people.
No, that's our club though.
Yeah.
It depends on the clubs and the parties. Some of them have the younger crowd parties where you have to.
Yeah, that's
age
true.
range is 21 to 45.
But that's like the young couples,
Yeah.
the young swingers club,
Right.
Type week, and they have special things for that. But no, you're completely fine. So where was I on? What was I saying now?
Oh, you were saying about how it's changed your life, how you
So,
lifestyle,
yeah.
how your friends on the side.
So with me having all my friends inside the lifestyle, what I can say is, and I've said this before, the people in the lifestyle are more genuine, more real, and they're not fake people. I think that's why I get along with them so well. It's just more open and giving, and it's just more fun, is the way I can really say it. Whereas, I've had friends, come and go, and, you just don't have that closeness and that connection that you do with so and so or somebody in the lifestyle. You know, I mean, it's not even that you've become intimate sexually or anything like that with the friends you make in the lifestyle. It's just seeing them week after week, and they're real. Everything about them is, this is me, this is how I am, hello, how are you? You know, that's, so I mean, to me, that has actually changed my life there. In other ways too, is the people that we meet every week. You know, it's just amazing. The people that come through the door, the stories, getting to know new people, seeing people that you see week in and week out. Sometimes you don't get to see them every week, but when they come back, you always look forward to catching up with them to see what they've been doing. So that's another way the lifestyle's changed me. Recommending lifestyle people to other people, like, you know, somebody will come in and say, hey, I'm getting some work done on my house, and I'm like, you know what, I've got a guy here that is in the lifestyle and he does this, he specializes in this type of work. Here, let me get you his business card. So sharing stuff like that with people is another thing. And then some of the other one is the sexual connections you make with people. When you're playing with them, you develop a little bit of a closeness, things like that. So I'm trying to think of how to word it, but, you know, playing with people, just the friendships you make, just being genuine and real. You don't have to worry about being fake with people. I guess that, you know. So I know the light's kind of killing you there. It's a little hot. But, so, how has it changed you?
I think for us, it's brought us, depending on the times of our lives, sometimes it's brought us close together, sometimes it's made our relationship more difficult. It depended on, you know, what point in our life we were at, but
yeah,
I mean, it's brought us close together now because we're able to handle it better.
Yeah, you're exactly right. And again, folks, and not to cut you off, hon, you know, we're just like every other couple, married couple, boyfriend, girlfriend couple. We have fights just like everybody else. There's things we argue about. There's lifestyle things we argue about. So, I mean, we're no different than any other couple out there. We have our little issues. You do things that make me mad every once in a while, and I know I do things that just drive you nuts and make you mad. Because you tell me about it. Whatever.
He's perfect.
No, I'm not. I like to think I'm perfect, but no.
Yes, he does.
But yeah, but like all other couples, we do try to work our problems out. We try to fix whatever's causing the problem at the time, and we try to, you know, work around that. And, you know, I guess, am I kind of hitting it the way you're thinking, or?
No, I mean, I think the one thing that we've learned a lot about in the lifestyle, what's really changed us for the better, is that you need to put your relationship first. And if it means that you may not be in the lifestyle for a while, you might step back. Or if it means, you know, that you have to step away from a situation because it's going to affect you on the way, you know, at home, or it's going to affect your relationship, you need to remember that your relationship is always going to be uttermost the first thing.
Yes.
You know, the top thing. I mean, the sex can come and go, and people can come and go. I love my lifestyle friends, but if it ever came to a point in time where it would cause us to not be together anymore, or would hurt us, you know, marriage-wise, I would definitely step back. And I don't mean to say that wrong, folks. I mean, I'm just saying that we have done it because it really, for whatever reason, you know, kind of affected us a little bit. But
yeah.
But yeah, I think it's brought us closer together. The one thing that I can honestly say about people in the lifestyle is the fact that if you're going to be in this, you better have some damn good communication skills. So it's taught us how to communicate a lot better.
Yes.
Than what, you know, it was when we first started. Because when we first started, there was zero communication, lack of communication. So I think it's made us stronger, and it's also made us communicate more than we
Well,
did.
and I think when we first started too, it became a little bit more greedy wise, and it was more probably focus driven on me than you.
Yeah.
In that, as you know,
Yeah.
as it was, and for me it was okay. We're gonna go out this weekend, and I'm gonna see who we can play with, and it was more of that than about actually just going out and genuine meeting people.
Yeah, and when we were first in, we didn't also understand that we didn't understand that you were supposed to go with no expectations.
Right.
So if something didn't happen,
Yep.
Either one of us could be disappointed. More often than not, it would become like, well, shit, this was a waste of time. And, he'd get upset. And then the more we were into it, we realized, we had more fun when we didn't expect anything to happen.
Yeah.
And something just
And through the years too, a lot of what we do and what turns us on, a lot of those things have changed too.
Yeah.
So I don't play very often because I know what I like, but there again, I know what you like, and I know you like seeing me play, and I'm always trying to focus on, I want you to go out and have a good time.
He still does have a tough time with maybe not so much on what he wants and maybe what I want.
But I always try to put you before me because I want you. Because
he does, but he still does think, okay, what is it I want to see?
Yeah.
A lot of times I'm like, just every once in a while, just do this for me,
yeah,
so I can
exactly
see it.
So those are things that have changed and enhanced our lives. I will say that our sex life is really good. You still turn me on today as much as you did 20 years ago. Matter of fact,
case in point today,
yeah,
he's chasing me around. I had a little white skirt on as we were around the house. He's chasing me around, trying to lift my skirt. So we still.
Well, and you turned me on last night too. I put you in the little glory hole area.
Apparently, we missed some fun games. I guess.
Well, they were all outside playing at the club, and
we decided to play inside.
We kind of snuck off a little bit. So, so there's that. The thing about the lifestyle is the sex and everything else is supposed to enhance your life, and if that's not happening, then you need to start looking at a few things. So I hope I still turn you on with
of course you do.
me taking a shower every day and trying to look cute for you.
Of course you do.
But those are just some of the things that have kind of changed our lives. Can you think of any other things that have kind of enhanced your life, changed your point of view on lifestyle, anything like that?
Not me personally. I think that.
But you agree though? You've met more genuine people in the lifestyle.
Oh sure, yeah. There's some really great friends that we love hanging out with. Good thing too, because we see them pretty much every weekend. So.
And they're great, one couple in particular. Well, I can't say one couple in particular, but we have our core group of people that we love seeing walk through the door. But there's people that we chat with on Kick on a day-to-day basis that we've built friendships through that way as well. And we just absolutely consider them just amazing, great friends and people. So, let's see. Jamie said, I love our lifestyle friends, even those we don't play with. The lifestyle friends seem to be more open and less judgmental. So, you hit the nail on the head right there.
Yep.
I know we were kind of talking yesterday, and you said you had talked to some people, and you were kind of floored by how they'll jump into the lifestyle and go to, travel to these places. So why don't you guys talk about that a little bit?
We had met a new couple, and I was like, well, so, where are you from, blah, 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 and, making small talk and small chat. And they're like, well, we've never been to anything like clubs before. But we've been to Hito. And I'm like, your first step into the lifestyle was a Hedo. And I found it so funny because I've noticed that a lot of times they'll jump right in and go to one of the lifestyle resorts, and they'll go hog wild. Where then they'll come to a club or a private party, and they're so reserved.
Yeah.
And I told myself, I find that so much funnier because you think you wouldn't go to something like that until you've been actually more advanced into the lifestyle. But I know for a fact we have people that come here that I hardly ever see them get naked. But apparently when they went to Hedo,
Well, yeah, and it's
they went ahead and they were running around butt naked, no problem.
right.
So,
and it was like my point of view that I gave to you was I could kind of see them doing that because if they go to these resorts and things, generally you go, okay, we're probably never ever going to see these people ever again. So that gets you out of that comfort level to open yourself up a little bit more to go and do things like that versus, okay, if you go to a club and you decide to go back, you're going to, 9 times out of 10, you're going to run into the same types of people. But I think eventually, once you start getting comfortable in the clubs, that you start losing that inhibition, and you can kind of open yourself up a little bit more to, take clothing off or run around naked or, whatever. But, it takes a lot for people to open up like that and just kind of, this is me, here you go, and kind of put it out there.
Yeah.
Because, I'll get text here. Let's see. Oh, is this show related? We're getting text for the show. Sorry about that. Watching the show tonight, and we just wanted to say, had we not visited your place, we would not be where we are today. In our relationship, we both became more open-minded and willing to experience different things. So glad there is a place like yours in Omaha. Well, thank you very much. And that's what we're trying to do. With the clubs and things like that. It's an outlet for grown adults to go and experience things that they can't, normally can't go out and do. Some people don't know where to go to be able to find these outlets, to be able to do different things and try different things in their life. So the club is a great way for couples to go out and meet other couples looking for the exact same thing. I mean, because we see it every week. We still have people that come in and they're scared of the unknown of coming in. They don't know what to expect. A lot of them don't watch the podcast. Is the lights bothering you?
It's starting to be twisted.
Oh. Hey, David, can you kind of close the diffuser on the one side so it's not in her eye? Yeah, I know. Well, I gotta keep the light on. We'll try and get through the episode. But, we get people that come through the door and they don't watch the podcast. They're not educated on things, and they're just like, okay, well, we found this place, and they're trying to, experience some things. But, and there's not always a great way to get the podcast information out to them until they can actually come in.
Right.
Try to focus looking over at me, and maybe that won't bother you as much. Sorry. When they do come in, though, and they get the tour, and then they kind of start sitting with people, then they kind of relax, and it starts clicking for them that, okay, it's not what we thought it would be. It's not this giant orgy. It's not people groping you and touching you and doing all these things that, whatever it may be behind, they have in their head that, there's a group play area and everybody's just going to be on top of everybody, things like that. So it gives people, adults, an outlet to get together, sit and talk in a non-judgmental place, and allows them to say, this is what we're kind of looking to do, and meet the people that are into the same interest and things like that they are looking for. So that's why we have this club. It's not so we can go out and get laid. That's not a focus for us. Believe me, as club owners, we don't get to have sex a lot as most people that get to come here and do those things. Our goal is to make, I love watching the people with the big smiles on their faces just coming in, and they had a great time. They met people. They're using the club for what it's supposed to be. They're meeting people. They're having fun, and you see them sitting at tables, dancing or talking, chatting, meeting people, and just enjoying the night and enjoying their life. Just being able to come in and sit back and not have other people judge you for flashing your private areas or something like that, because you just kind of want to try something different. So that's what the clubs are about. Really is all I can say. So we kind of got on with that part of it. What else did you want to talk about? I know you had some other things you want to talk about, and we'll get on with the etiquette part of things.
Well, I was reading, for whatever reason, I had time on my hands today, and I was reading on.
Go ahead. It's probably the lighting is probably bothering you. Is it still affecting you a little bit? Is it the heat or?
The heat is bothering me.
Alright.
I can't see.
Well,
I'm sorry.
Focus
sorry,
on
folks. We're trying new lighting out, and it's not agreeing very well with me. Oh my gosh, what was I saying?
I'm gonna adjust it. You stay here and you keep talking.
I had a lot of time on my hands today, and I was reading some articles on the swinging lifestyle. And what one of the articles was about was how female empowerment is really becoming more of an issue than it used to be. It used to be that the lifestyle was more male driven, and now we're seeing that it's a lot more female driven.
Is that better?
Yeah, so it's not on me.
Sorry.
On me.
Oh, and I remember you talking to me about that.
Yeah.
And I was and honestly, I can kind of see it because we use Google Analytics for the websites and stuff like that, so we can kind of see where our hits are coming in from and things like that. And it breaks it down by male and female gender. And I don't know how Google does all that stuff because I'm not like techie and all that, but they break it down to men versus female users, and they give you pie charts and all that stuff. And we've actually seen it. We're getting a lot more single females coming in because there are a lot of single females out there in the world, and they don't have time for boyfriends, relationships, things like that.
Or they've been through a nasty divorce. They
Yeah.
really just don't want. They want to still be able to have sex with somebody, but they don't want the entanglements that come
Right.
with the relationship. And also, it's becoming a lot of, because bisexuality is now more accepted for females. I wouldn't say it's the same for males. But for females, bisexuality is becoming more of a accepted thing, and more females are coming out as bisexual.
Right.
So I think instead of, it was where the husband was more driven to ask the wife, hey, you want to try this lifestyle? We can do this so we don't have to be monogamous, or,
Right.
It's changing now to where the female says, hey, you know what? I've always had this fantasy of wanting to play with another female. What do you think about getting into this? And so it's just interesting to me how it's become more about female empowerment than it used to be, which I think is great. I mean, we've actually had some females that have approached their spouses instead and said, I'm interested in doing this.
Yeah.
What do you think? Which, it kind of blew me away, because for us it was you doing
Right.
it.
Well, and like I said, we've got a lot more single females that are like emailing to come. Like I said, there's just some of them that may not have time for relationships. They're focusing on careers, but they are still sexually active. There's other ones that, like you said, that they went through bad breakups, or they just don't want to be in a relationship.
No.
So maybe they want to go out and have sex, and enjoy the time and making it all about them. So
Well, and there's a lot of FBs in the lifestyle too.
who?
FWBs. FWBs.
Facebook?
No, FWBs.
Oh, friends with benefits.
Yes. Because again, they still want that camaraderie. They still maybe want that friendship
Yeah.
type of thing. But
Right.
they just
And
don't.
there's nothing wrong with that. Like I said, it's just some people are focusing on careers. They don't want relationships. Others have had bad relationships. So at least when you go to the club, if it's about sex and that's what you're looking for, then obviously you're going to be able to go there and find somebody to hook up with. And if that's what you want, that's great. Everybody in the lifestyle is looking for something different.
Mm-hmm.
So by all means, the more single females you see doing it, the better. We don't put anybody down for that. I love getting emails from them saying, hey, I just found out about this place. I'd love to come check it out.
Right.
So, by all means, keep it up.
Yeah.
So, but yeah, you're right. I mean, I am seeing it on the analytics that it's starting to become more female driven, and that's great. So,
I think so.
Did you have any more that you wanted to elaborate on with that, or did you have anywhere you wanted to go with it, or?
Not for that one. Like I said, it just was something that I found kind of shocking because it has always been kind of more of a male driven
Right.
type of
And I know, we could talk about tolerance and things like that because, I notice you bring up, the bisexuality, but and then there is stigmatisms with that with guys because, you'll get emails from people and it'll be a guy and they're like, I'm bisexual. How is that going to go over in a club?
Yeah.
And, I think the more mainstream it becomes, the more it's going to be acceptable. There's
like
still
the
people,
females.
yeah.
But unfortunately, intolerance, we have intolerance, and you would think this doesn't happen in lifestyle, but
Yeah.
we have intolerance, especially towards bisexual males. Females can be bi all day long,
Yeah,
but you
guys
get-
are frowned upon. About
Yeah,
it.
very much so. You get into couples that won't even mess with somebody if the guy says he's bi, or if he's bi-friendly, bi whatever. Anything on a profile that says bi will tend to turn off a lot of couples. They
Right.
won't even mess with them. They won't even talk to them.
And I mean, it is about education and
Yeah.
educating people. Just because it's something they're into, they should be allowed to explore as well. I mean, it may not be my thing. It may not be somebody else's thing,
Sure.
but there are other people out there that are open to it and want to experiment. So if that's your thing, by all means, go ahead and do it.
Well, and that was in the article too about how there's still intolerance in the lifestyle, and that was one of the major intolerances is if you are a bi male,
Yeah.
and you might even not be. You might be okay with being with the
Right.
male female, even though you may not be playing. But if they think you are, it's they're not going to
Sure.
even go there.
So we got a comment that came in, not to cut you off, said, Sarah was awesome. Made us feel comfortable by sitting down and talking to us. We've been married for 32 years and the lifestyle for 26 of them. Great place you have. And again,
Thank you.
this is one of the things we really strive for, especially with our club of Our Place. We want to give every single person that comes through that door a little bit of what's the specialized individual attention.
Yeah.
We want to try to sit down, and Sarah's great about it, sitting down with everybody and making them feel welcome, especially first timers. But even the people that come back, we will try to go around. And,
I still do that.
And she will still sit with everybody and talk to them. And, on the nights that it's really busy and hectic, it's very hard for her to do that. But, we do try to focus on at least, the brand new people that are coming to the place. We want to talk to them. And I'm bad about getting around there with her to do it. And we kind of sat and talked. Well, yeah, we did talk about it a little bit. So when I see her go to sit at the table, I'm going to come over and I'm just going to come up and introduce myself and kind of, help you out a little bit with that as well, because it can't just be all you. I mean, it has to be, both of us, because, we're trying to welcome all the brand new people in, but we're also welcoming the people that come all the time.
Mm-hmm.
We want them to feel we want them to feel like every time they come, it's almost like being the first time. So we want to be able to
I
make
just want
sure.
them to feel like it's their home.
Yeah,
that
absolutely.
they can be here and they're completely at home being here.
And I think that's what sets our club apart from a lot of other places, because we like to go around and introduce you to other people. We don't want people to come here and just sit in a chair by themselves or away from everybody, because they may not feel comfortable talking to other people right off the bat. So we want to be able to go out and introduce you to other people. We want to give you the individual attention. So here's another comment that came in. We have met bi couples and don't make any judgments on them. If we are attracted, we are very clear that our male half is straight, and that's the deal breaker for them. Or wait a minute, let me say that again. It says, we don't make any judgments on them if we are attracted. We are very clear that our male half is straight. And if that's a deal breaker for them, then we just don't play. So, again, I mean, that always goes back to putting the information out there when you're talking to people to say, we may be into this might not be your thing, and if you can't handle that, then we just won't play. Or you may say, well, I'm, like Sarah, you could say, well, I'm bi and I like to play with girls, but however, if your wife isn't into that, doesn't necessarily mean that, anything bi has to happen.
Right.
You could still do other things, but if you're not comfortable about that, there's nothing set in stone that says you have to play either. So, just be very clear and upfront. Like I said, the more you're into this, the tolerance levels and things like that, it's all about educating. We just have to make people understand that just because you're not into something doesn't mean that the people who are coming here shouldn't be into that as well. If a guy is bi, he's bi. You can't change that. It may not be your thing, but it's theirs, so let them enjoy themselves. If somebody comes in and they're gay, so be it. They're gay. Let them have their fun. There's no reason anybody should judge them for that. They're here for the same reason everybody else is. So just because it's not your cup of tea or however you want, just let them do their thing and just move on with your business if you don't like it. So other than that, we said, so here's another one. It says, I'm very thankful to you both and all the people I've met. Sarah checks on me every time she sees me by myself, and the people on Kick have been awesome and funny and very informative. So again, like I said, and that's one other thing we want to make sure people understand. Yes, we do have a couple Kick groups out there that we have and we run. We don't want those Kick groups to be associated with the club. When we do the Kick groups, it's it's supposed to be not a part of the club. It's supposed to just kind of be
Introduce you to more lifestyle people.
That, and it's just kind of like chatting and things like that. We don't want the Kick groups to become a focus on the club, and sometimes it does get that way where
Sometimes
it's
the
kind of
drama
hard to
is still over.
separate the two.
Yeah.
Go ahead. So while you're on talking, what else did you want to go on?
No, I was just saying that sometimes the drama can spill over into the club, and you're going to have people that don't like each other and that try and come to the same place. And we've had them go, well, so-and-so going to be there. And I'm like, well, and there's nothing that says you have to talk to people you don't like. I mean, there's plenty of places that you could go. Doesn't mean you have to talk to them. And if the club's big enough, doesn't mean you have to even see them. So I realize everybody can't get along, but just remember, don't let
But
somebody
try.
else's-
I mean, the
don't
lifestyle
let
is
somebody
supposed-
ruin your fun.
The
I mean,
lifestyle is
you're
supposed to
going
be
somewhere.
about togetherness. Life is too short to play with petty games, and for whatever reason, it's supposed to be acceptance, fun, togetherness. I mean, we could preach all these different things all day long. If you have a bad experience with somebody, whatever the case is, just move on from it. Don't repeat it, but don't let it affect you going forward and, making new friends or growing in the lifestyle. I see things every weekend that you'll have one couple come in, and in the beginning you kind of see them, they were like, I would never do this, and then you kind of see them do that later on in life, and you're like, wow, I never thought I'd see that person do that. But there again, it's growing in the lifestyle, and they're opening themselves up, going, you know what, I'm not going to care. I'm not going to let somebody judge me. I'm going to have fun. I'm going to be open, and I'm going to do. And I'm not even talking sexually. I'm just talking about just living their life and doing what they want. And I mean, because like last weekend, we played pool. I lost my clothes. I am so like my clothes to me, and I will tell you this. Yeah, I run a lifestyle club. No big deal. But to me, my clothes are my
shield.
My shield. Last weekend, I lost my clothes, and I was so uncomfortable the whole entire time. I was standing there playing naked, and I was butt naked. And they kind of joked about, hey, we're going to go out and smoke. Come with us. We'll come back and pick up the pool game later. And I'm like, all right. So the more we went through it, I was just like, you know what? I'm naked. There's nothing I can do about it. You just got to go along with it. And I kind of got a little bit more comfortable. I wasn't 100% comfortable being butt naked, but you had fun with it. You enjoyed it. You were laughing. They had fun at my expense because I was naked.
Yes.
So it is what it is. Now, will it be a repeat thing? I don't know.
It is if you play with me.
Well, it is what it is.
Partner.
But, the thing is, this is about getting you out of your comfort level and pushing you in different directions. And yeah, it was hard for me to do that. But, the rules were, if you lost the game, you lost your clothes. So I lost my clothes, and I took it like a man, and I played naked. But,
Did great, honey.
I did, and like I said, yeah, I use my clothes as my shield because, I'm like, okay, people are going to judge me, but, nobody was judging me, at least not that I know about. And if they were, whatever.
They didn't tell you, so it doesn't
they didn't
really
tell
matter.
me, so, but, it is what it is. So, kudos to them for getting out of me in my shell and making me do something that I would normally never do because it's never happened before. So, with that, why don't we go ahead and we'll move into sponsors real quick, and then we'll get into a couple other things, and then I want to put our challenge out that we're going to do. So if you want to go ahead and talk about the toy.
Sure. One of our sponsors, as you all guys know, is Lovers Luxuries, and
Nope. Not Lovers Luxuries. Nope.
oh no,
Pleasure Concepts.
Pleasure Concepts. I am so awful. Yes. Well,
That's
we're
a
not
retraction.
we're not going into Lovers Luxuries. Anyway, yes, Pleasure Concepts, and every so often they'll drop off toys to me for me to, show you guys or demo, or him. But the one we have tonight is called the Jelly Caribbean, and it is it's a vibrator, and apparently it's waterproof, warms to your body, and it's a soft jelly-like texture.
Nope. You're at the main. Oh, is it that one? Okay.
Thank you. Soft jelly-like texture, and this one is 8.5 inches, so it's a multi-speed dial
What is
control.
8.5 inches, honey?
8.5.
Oh, there you go.
Y'all know math, I hope. Okay. So yes, and it seems like it's really soft, which is nice because some vibrators aren't. But yeah, and this one is $26.99.
Yep.
So, sorry, Pleasure Concepts.
I think the reason you had that other place on your mind
Because
was
you wrote that bad. Google
because you
review?
got that you bought something and because
I
it
did,
was
and
in a pinch
they
and
didn't
it
honor their
was-
product.
They didn't honor it, so
Yeah.
and we were in a pinch and we had to grab an outfit for you
At that time,
but
yeah.
but thank you, Pleasure Concepts. We really appreciate it. He's been having some things going on, and he was able to get something over to us tonight. Thank God. So we thank him for running that over. We also want to thank our other sponsor, which is, if we can go ahead and get that put up. He's like, which one? Which one? We want to thank Adam and Eve. We are partnered with them as well, and we love their products as well. They have a great store located off of 84th and I-80, just to the north, and great store. We're going to try and get them in and do some stuff with them here sometime this year. They're kind of getting a few things worked out on their part, but definitely check them out and check out Pleasure Concepts and all their great lines of toys and things that they offer. So with that, we will move on to our next tidbit. I know, let's go ahead and put the challenge out there. So we have our Twitter page,
Yes.
which has like 2 pictures of you.
Oh, good God. Pictures.
Someday we're gonna get more pictures of you. But we kind of put a challenge out there a few weeks ago, and I need to get those pictures posted because I got one of you. We put the challenge out there to go out shopping and put a pineapple in your cart.
Let's see what reactions.
Yeah, see if you get anything. So the Twitter page is @ and then the letter R, Talk Lifestyle. So it's R Talk Lifestyle, and you can follow us on the Twitter page. So we put the challenge out there to put the pineapple in the cart and
Right.
kind of go shopping and see
Right.
if you get any type of reaction. That never happened. We had a couple people do it, and they sent us pictures on Kik, but we never got anything on there. So tonight I'm going to put a challenge out to everybody watching, and we're going to call this one the Pizza Challenge. Whether you do it at your home or hotel or wherever you want to do it, the concept behind it is for the females. You wear a towel and you order a pizza and you have it delivered to the house. You can set up your camera or your phone to record it, why it happens, and when they come to the door, kind of let the towel fall and just kind of capture the reaction. If you need to blur your face out or anything like that, you can completely do that. But we would like to see you do the pizza box or pizza delivery challenge and send the videos to our Twitter page so we can share that with everybody. I think it'd be fun, and we'll try to do different challenges every month and see how that kind of goes. We'll see if anybody's brave enough to do the pizza delivery challenge and see if they can capture it on video and see how that comes about. Other than that, I know there's one more thing we wanted to cover on. How are we on time, Producer David?
8 minutes.
Huh?
About 8 more minutes.
8 more minutes? Okay, so the other one I wanted to talk about was a little bit of etiquette, and we've talked about etiquette before when you go to clubs, and this one we completely never discussed this one. We had something occur in one of the bedrooms. I don't know if somebody drank too much, decided to try anal sex or what, but I got a phone call from my laundry lady, and so the concept is if you go in a bedroom and you do something, you have to change your sheets and you put them in the hamper, and then we send our stuff out and have it laundered. So that all got taken care of and done. However, the lady that does our laundry, who I love, by the way, thank you so much for doing the laundry.
She's had some gross stuff put up with.
She got a nice little surprise in one of the sheets. Apparently, somebody had a little too much fun in the bedroom and shit. Just point blank, I'm going to put it out there. Somebody shit in the bed in the sheets. I know.
No.
If something like that is to occur, and it's like any of the other rules, if an accident happens in the place, tell a staff member, grab the sheet, and try and take it somewhere and get it cleaned up. Don't just discard everything in the laundry hamper. We understand that accidents happen. That's why they're called accidents. Nobody's going to make fun of you or anything like that. But try to clean it up as best you can, so it's not,
Or tell somebody.
you know,
that's
something,
there.
so we can, you know, do something. I just don't want my laundry people to find surprises like that in there and have them to have to deal with something like that.
Well, we can
because,
prepare them for something.
Yeah,
This one
yeah.
was totally.
and not calling anybody out because we don't know who it was,
know who
but you know, accidents do happen. If something happens, just take care of it, get it cleaned up, and you know, we move forward on it. I just don't want them to have to. We don't want them to have a big surprise. Exactly. It's like somebody said, shit happens. So, you know, we get it. Things happen. Just, you know, try to get the problem taken care of. Is the best thing we can say with that. Was there anything else we needed to cover, or did we pretty much hit everything we wanted to do tonight? I know the lighting's kind of killing you tonight, and I'm going to have to try some more stuff. But I think we pretty much hit on everything that we wanted to. Really want to thank everybody for tuning in and listening to me babble tonight.
I know. I'm sorry. For some reason, the new lighting is just, it's making me sick to my stomach.
It is very hot video
Yes.
light, so maybe we pull the lights back farther
That's what I'm
from
thinking.
the area, and maybe use some more of the diffuser and try it. Maybe I can get some gel coatings to go over it or something like that.
Yeah.
I try not to focus on it, but it does. It catches your eye enough that it does blind you. I don't know how people in news studios do this day in and day out.
I don't know. There might be a
Couple hours, but yeah, I mean, it is starting to affect me a little bit as well.
Yeah.
And especially when you're moving your head around, you know, the motion and all that. But we do want to thank everybody for tuning in. Try to do that pizza challenge if you're brave enough, and send those videos and post them on our Twitter page. If you get time and you want to find out more information about the club in Omaha, Nebraska, you can always go to www.r, the letter R as in Robert, and then place, place.com, and you can find out about our place, and you can find the talk show on there. You can see the events that are coming up. There's a frequently asked questions. There's a bunch of different stuff on the website to kind of get you familiar with the club. And then you can go to links if you're looking to find adult websites for profiles. There's some tour and travel stuff on there as well. So if you're looking to go and get a deal on some travel to maybe you want to go on a cruise or something like that, we have some people that we are affiliated with that help out with things like that for travel and things like that.
Right.
You can also send us emails at realtalklifestyle@gmail.com, and we love getting mail from you guys. And
Any questions or topic ideas?
Yep,
you
any
might have?
topics, any ideas, anything like that. We love getting mail from you guys, and we also will respond back. We try to respond to every thing that's typed in. The same with our YouTube page as well. If you type something and leave a comment, we try to respond back to that as well. So with that, I guess we'll go ahead and end tonight.
Okay.
And we will see you guys next week. And we will have another great topic for you.
We're just not sure what it is.
Yeah. Well, people are always like, hey, what's this week show going to be? And I'll tell them something, and then I'll just kind of change it to something
He
else.
does.
Because I was like, I want it to be a surprise for people. I don't want them to know.
Or
And-
whether he thinks
yeah.
he can,
Fill
make
all the airtime.
Yeah, make a show out of it
Yeah.
or not. So that's why sometimes we'll do 3 different topics in one night, because
Right.
and we all know that it might be a question that might be asked, but it won't fill up a whole hour of airtime. So
And I love seeing what you're going to wear on the next week. I know you've had wardrobe malfunctions in the past, and
Yeah.
things like that happen, and we
Yeah.
love that when that happens.
I honestly, the one we did the last time, I didn't really notice it until we watched it.
That's okay though. I mean, you get a lot of people that write in and they love your wardrobe malfunctions, and they're like, God, I hope there's going to be another wardrobe malfunction. So,
I don't know.
you got to give the viewers what they ask for. So,
I think I've been okay on that one tonight.
good. So with that, we want to thank everybody for tuning in, and we will see you guys next week. And feel free to leave some comments. Make sure you try and do that pizza challenge. And with that, I am Rob, and this is Sarah.
Are you sure? you look at me like like you had a question. This is Sarah?
This is Sarah.
Okay.
So we will see you guys all next week. Thanks for tuning in, guys.
Good night, guys.